Gosh darn it, I gotta be honest, there is nothing I love more in this world than lighting money on fire. And apparently that's what the music fans think too. Oh hey neighbor, welcome back to the channel. I have unfortunate news this evening. If you were planning to enjoy yourself, relaxing thoughts of upcoming tours and concerts, we'll drop everything because Ticketmaster has found a new way to reach a new low. If you're somehow unfamiliar with this multi-billion-dollar corporation, they are the masterminds behind the music industry, and by masterminds, I mean both predator and leech at the same time. In the late 2000s, early 2010s, the US Congress, for some brain-dead reason, said, yeah, I don't see a problem as to why Live Nation and Ticketmaster cannot merge. Just the two biggest concert sellers on the market. It's not like it would discourage competition. Politicians putting revenue first? No, never. There was definitely no lobbying from Ticketmaster or anybody over at Live Nation that wanted this deal to go through so that the billions could keep pouring in. I'm coming in hot on this one. As a music fan that has been screwed over by Ticketmaster so many times, but also as a music fan that didn't even get to start going to concerts and shows until 2010, which is coincidentally right when the prices started skyrocketing because of the merger. Over the next decade, Ticketmaster found every possible way to scrape another penny out of your pocket. Anything that you worked for, anything that you earned, sorry, that's a $12 venue fee. What does it do? Nobody knows and nobody will tell. Then they introduced preferred seating and platinum seats and dynamic pricing. All great ways that they somehow try to brainwash you with their propaganda into thinking is a good thing for the fan. It's the opposite of that, again, unless you like lighting money on fire. I've of course put all of my money into Diddy Kong coin because it's going to the moon, my favorite hashtag influencer trademark told me. I think I've definitely sold you my stance on fuck Ticketmaster, but shall we go for the bombshell here? They are now selling obstructed view seats. I'm just kidding, they're not obstructed view seats. They are listening only seats. Are you fucking kidding me? It went under my radar for the first week or so, but now that I'm catching up on this, the absolute scumlords running Ticketmaster have found another way to scrape money out of fans, even if the concert is sold out. Huge artists like Taylor Swift on her Eras tour, Drake, and the one that we're talking about today specifically, Beyonce, these are all tickets that are going for astronomical prices. I'm talking pay your rent for 5 months type of astronomical. This is unforgivably egregious. Not that Ticketmaster were ever gonna be able to find redemption in most people's eyes, but now selling tickets where all you can do is essentially stare at a brick wall, that's what I can assume, and listen to the concert? And get this, the tickets aren't going for $5, $10, sit nearby and listen to some Beyonce, aka that's called living in the neighborhood, or sitting on a nearby roof and you can do the exact same thing and possibly get a view of Beyonce as well. Well, these seats, at least the ones in Atlanta, were going for $226 plus taxes each. There's more than 100 tickets available in each section, according to Ticketmaster's seating chart. And that got me thinking, I know that I've looked through Ticketmaster policies before. Have they updated something? And look at those sneaky bastards. You thought we wouldn't notice that you're selling them secretly. A little bit of a quantity at first, but I'm sure you're going to ramp it up to everybody under the sun. You can get in for just $20 to go listen to Taylor Swift, which you could do on Spotify at home, but why would you do that when you can give us your hard-earned money? What does obstructed view mean? Well, apparently now it not just means no stage view, video only like the screen view. Listening only has been added. It's always weird to me when people buy tickets that have no view of the stage and pay exorbitant amount of monies. Did I say that right? Exorbitant? Look, they pay a fuck ton of money to not even see the artist, which I think is weird. Like, I personally don't even enjoy going to like nosebleed shows. I've done it before. I did it with Paul McCartney the first time because tickets were so expensive, but you bet your ass I went to see him again and got a little closer because because the nosebleeds, I feel disconnected, and it's hard to imagine that these stadiums full of for Taylor Swift, like 80,000 people, there's already a disconnect between the one entertainer and that many people, but if you can't even see, then why even go? I'm reminded of an age-old saying, if the idiot sees, the idiot buys. I might as well turn off this sign in the background, because live music? Nope. Lies. You're selling audio, Ticketmaster. I know that you're just so dumb and naive, and you never meant to screw over the fans, and I know the Swifties haven't forgotten, that's for damn sure. But I know that you didn't actually say that you're selling listening-only seats for hundreds of dollars. Granted, some of them were reported being cheaper, like $50, but $50 to sit down and stare at a wall and maybe catch the back of Beyonce's neck from a mile away with a pair of binoculars? Is it worth it? These are the important questions, and I'm the one asking them, and I have a follow-up here. Venues, artists yourselves, why not stand up to this and say, look, Ticketmaster, enough is enough. You already have a monopoly on virtually every big performing arena in the United States. Can you not let go of this and maybe not rip off fans further by selling listening-only seats? Maybe it sounds like I'm making a big stink of this for no real reason. I'm just upset, but I'm just livid at the thought of people being fucked over to this degree, because of course people are going to shell out a lot of money to go to shows, to see your favorite artist, your favorite band. You want to do that, you want to have that experience, and I'm not faulting people for wanting that at all. I have a whole book full of concert tickets over here. I know a thing or two about paying the rent and actually realizing you don't have enough money to do that because you bought Blink-182 tickets. I know where the fans are coming from, but I also urge you to maybe think twice before you whip out that credit card and say, well, I guess it does say 0% interest for the first month. I'm sure I'll get that paid off as all of the bills stack and stack and stack on top of that. It's entirely about this predatory industry and the players like them that make things worse for the fans while lying straight through their teeth to your face like the snakes they are, saying, we're making fan experiences better. What a weird coincidence. All the fan improvements they're doing also end up costing more money for not them. They're not nothing off of their quarterly earnings. They can't disappoint the shareholders. It's gonna come out of your pocket, Joe, Brittany, Larry, whoever the hell is watching right now. If I'm this fired up over it, I encourage you to be as well. Speak out if you have a platform, if you have people listening to you in any way. Talk about this. Get people actually realizing the depths that Ticketmaster go to sell you essentially as little as possible. Thanks for sticking around to listen to me rant about Ticketmaster. If you have thoughts, share them in the comments section. And while you're down there, please hit that like button. Share this out with a friend. It helps out a ton. If you want to see another video where I roast Ticketmaster, then tap the card above my head, subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more on Beyond ARTV.